Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shine Zakara here. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a tutorial on these passion twists that I did by myself. So if you want to know how to do passion twists on yourself, please stay tuned. So the first thing that you're going to need is some braiding hair in the texture water wave. I got mine by Aftress, but I know there's other brands that do it. And you will need a crochet hook. You'll also need some gel or edge control. I use the gummy edge wax. And you will need a comb for your edges and also to part your hair. You would also need some elastic bands because if you don't want to start it off like when you're doing braids, then I just put elastic bands in it to keep the partings neater also. So you'll need some of those. You're also going to need some something to moisturize your hair. I use natural shea butter and I use the Cantu oil. I find it really good. It's really good for your hair actually. You'll need some styling foam. I use the Fantasia one. You'll also need some of these hair accessories if you want them. I got mine from Amazon. They came with 250 for £8.99. I'll put up on the screen how much that is in dollars. You'll need some of the rope, the braiding rope. I got mine in gold because I think gold goes with my skin tone a lot more. It was really cheap, it cost £1. So getting started, I used pre-sectioned hair, again with the elastic bands, and I gelled each section to make sure that the sections look slick. I tied it up with an elastic band just so I can get the hair out of the way, which really is helpful because my hair does sometimes get tangled, but not all the time. So you also will probably need a clip to part off the hair when you're braiding it. So I'm sectioning off the hair now. Taking a little bit long about it, but it is what it is. But yeah, section off the hair now. For this look I took one strand of each hair, but I know a lot of women that I've watched saying they need like two, but I found that when I used two it was too big. So I will take a little bit of the natural shea butter. I also take a little bit of the oil, and then I will also take a larger amount of the gummy edge control that I used, and then I will mix them together. And then once I've mixed them together, I'm gonna show you. Once I've mixed them together, I just run it through the hair and make sure that each piece of my hair is covered in it. It's just so that your hair can also be moisturized whilst being able to maintain the style. So yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to make sure I get every piece of it, especially the ends, because you don't want your ends to be out there. But I mean, this is a protective style, so you don't really want your ends to be flying out there because baby, that's not what we're about, baby. No. But yeah, so then I split the hair into two, just to make sure that the elastic band is back to where it started. And then I take one strand of hair, and then to fluff it out a bit, I hold it in the middle and run my thumb down the middle of each strand. I try to avoid getting the ends because then it's harder for me to make the ends nice and curly when I'm finished twisting it. But yeah, once you've done that, you get your crochet hook. You make sure it is closed. You don't want it to be open, otherwise it will drag your hair with it. So you put it through the base underneath the elastic band, slide it through, and it should open when it comes out on the other end. Like something like that. Once that's done, you get the hair. I'm always try to make the hook point upwards, but so it doesn't grip onto my hair. But yeah, you grab the hair, and then you feed it into the little hook and you close the latch on it. Once you've closed the latch on it, like so, you pull it through just a little bit, like maybe an inch or so. Don't pull it all the way through because that's not what you want. So then you open the latch again, close it so it doesn't get hooked to anything, and you pull it out and you leave the crochet hook. So once you've done that, hold on to one piece, because obviously you've made a loop, so it has 2 strands now. Hold on to one strand and pull the other strand through. I've slowed it down a bit so you guys can understand it more, so if you don't understand, then I'm going to explain it anyway. So your strand of hair should be able to flow between your hair like that, and then again pull the 2 strands so that the elastic band is closer to the scalp of your head. So then I get the 2 strands and include my hair in one in each section, and I twist it. But whilst you're twisting your hair, sort of like, I don't know how to explain it, like you twist it as well. While you're doing this twisting, you're twisting each strand of hair individually whilst twisting both strands of hair together to make the overall twist. But as you're doing that, once you get towards the end of where your hair is, you need to sort of twist it even more, like each strand individually, because it's tucking your hair into the actual twist. So you'll see what I mean once I've gone down to the end of my hair. But then once you've done that, you go all the way down to the end of the twist. I tried to leave my ends like as curly as I received it in the packet, just because I liked it to be a bit neat. Whereas if you twist it from fluffing the whole strand of hair, it looks not messy, but just a bit rugged. So this here is what I meant about leaving the ends as curly as I received them in the packet. Once you've done that, you just go on to the next section and repeat the same steps. So step 1, section the hair. Step 2, get the gel, natural shea butter and hair oil and mix them together, and then coat your hair in them. Step 3, put the crochet hook through the hair, attach the twisting hair, and then pull the hair through the loop. Step 4, pull one side of the loop through the hair to make sure that the hair is a free strand, so you can pull it both ways. Step 4, separate your own hair into 2 and pull it down so that the elastic band is closer to the scalp, therefore tightening the elastic band. Step 5, twist your hair with the braiding hair, twisting each strand individually as well as making a overall twist. Whatever step I'm on, because I bloody forgot. But yeah, next step is to get to the end of your hair and make sure you sort of tuck in your hair to the twisting hair, and then next step after that is to twist it all the way down to the end, and remember to leave the ends free, just so that it doesn't look not messy but rugged. So next we're going to start by doing the hair charms. So I just pick a hair charm that I want. The Amazon packaging tells you, instead of to split it open like how you usually would, just push one above and then sort of loop it through the hair, and then once you've done that, push it back down to close it. So I just select the charms, and I like the hair to look really decorated. I know it's not everyone's personal preference, but I thought it looked quite cool, so I thought I might as well just do it like that. So again, I just take a charm, push it upwards, loop it through the hair, and then close it back again. They had a different selection of charms, whereas you can see like the big ones, the normal sort of hair beads where you just close and open them, and then they've got like some seashell ones with crosses on them, just plain loop ones. They've got crowns like the one at the top of my head towards the parting, and the second plait towards the middle. Yeah, so I just thought that they'd look really cool. So next thing I'm going to do is my edges, and boy guys, when I tell you my head is not slick, it has a vendetta against slicking. But this gel, it was my first time trying it, and it wasn't actually bad, so I didn't mind. Like, I kept trying, and then in the end I got a slick result, so that was really nice. Oh yeah, the hair also has bells in it, like I'll let you listen to them now. Yeah, so the hair also has bells in it, but yeah, with the toothbrush or any sort of slicking brush that you have, just get the gel, put it on the hair, do the swoopty swoop with the toothbrush or whatever brush that you use, and I also follow it by my finger. I don't know why, but I just follow it by my finger. I was going to use the Got To Be spray, but I've heard that sometimes it goes white, and it's kind of hard to get out of your hair when you have twists in, so I thought I might as well just do this. From what I noticed about this gel, it doesn't really it doesn't flake or anything, but if you have hair that doesn't like to slick, it's not gonna last a full day without you putting a lot of it on, so that's just something to note. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope it taught you a lot. If you liked the video, please like, comment and subscribe. There'll be more content for you coming soon, and thank you for watching.